this is Jersey. You're watching The Garden State.
You are listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
My name is Josh Chomick.
And behind the camera, the man himself,
Jimmy Parks.
Jimmy.
What's going on?
What's up, boys?
How's it going? How are we?
How's everyone's weekend?
I was with you. So, Jimmy, how about
right.
you start this one off?
You know, I left the Garden State this weekend.
Where'd you go?
I went to Pennsylvania. I spent some time in Philadelphia.
What's the nickname for Pennsylvania? You know, Empire State's New York.
Oh, that's a good question.
Garden State's New Jersey. What would Pennsylvania be? Like the coal state? I don't know. Is there coal in Pennsylvania?
The sunshine?
I know
that's
this.
Florida.
I know
That's Florida.
No, I'm thinking of Scranton, the electric city.
That's the
Yeah.
Oh, it's the coal state. I was right.
Wow, pretty good.
Guys. Oh man, I'm on a roll today. I'm feeling really good about this podcast.
A little peaky right there. You gave me a nice scream.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to go so loud. Is the audio clipping? Yeah. Are we good? Okay, so
You had a little clip right there.
Jimmy went to Pennsylvania. What'd you do out there?
I just spent some time with some friends in Philadelphia. Got some good food. It was a beautiful weekend.
Yeah, Jimmy's a Philly lover. Philly is my one of my least favorite cities in America. Not
I
gonna
will
lie.
take Philadelphia over New York City any day of the week.
Well, you're allowed to be wrong. Just because you're on the podcast and have a mic, you're allowed to say things that are dumb. What do you think about that, Josh?
Yeah, I try to stay away from Philly at all costs. I only go there for shows. That's if they're not playing in New York City or Jersey.
It's a confusing city. I love it for its history, of course. You know, we love the Liberty Bell. We love, cheesesteak, the history of the cheesesteak. Where would we be without a cheesesteak?
The Rocky Steps.
The Rocky Steps. Where would we be without Sylvester Stallone?
Come on.
Giving us hope.
You're naming all these amazing things.
But New York, the city that never sleeps. The city's so nice they named it twice.
We're not talking about New York and we're not talking about Philly. We're talking about Jersey. I don't want to hear it. I don't like any of those spots. So we're not going to talk about them.
What do you like, Camden? New Brunswick? Newark? Jersey City?
All of it,
What's
baby.
your favorite?
All of it.
I mean,
Give me it all.
Newark could have been a really amazing city, but a lot went wrong, obviously. And but if you think about the history of Newark, I believe it was at one point the Pearl of the East, was it not? That was the nickname for Newark? Like Frank Sinatra used to go there shopping and stuff. Now
Possibly.
there's just like,
Well, it's kind of like Camden. At one time, Camden was a very rich city until the bridges came in. Because before the bridges, they had all these ferries to ferry people back and forth. And then once the bridges came in, Camden really went downhill from there.
interesting.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Well, Josh, what'd you do this weekend? I know what you did because I was with you, but tell them.
Well, partially. Josh and I went to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, for a bachelor party. It was fun.
We went on a little golf trip, little golf excursion, and I didn't know that Myrtle Beach is the golf capital of the world. They kept saying that, and I'm like, is it really though? Like that sounds like something.
I think it is actually. I saw that like someone else saying that online, and like we played for 2 days at Arrowhead Country Club and World Link Golf Links, I believe is the name, and World Tour Golf Links, and definitely two of the nicest golf courses ever played in my life.
Myrtle Beach is literally a Jersey Shore town that's in South Carolina.
It's great.
So funny. There's so many similarities between it. I mean, it feels like Orlando, Florida meets Long Beach Island. That's kind of what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Meets the Outer Banks. The Outer Banks is Long Beach Island. I don't care what anyone says. The Outer Banks is just the Jersey Shore
Dude,
further south.
So bad. Like Myrtle Beach is so much prettier than the Outer Banks. Like,
Yeah, I mean, the
I'm not
beaches
trying to
are-
go. I'm not trying to go to North Carolina.
Definitely a different beach, but
Hey, 2 days was enough though. I couldn't wait to get back to Jersey.
couldn't wait to get back to the Garden State. And here we are.
Yeah, we're here.
So we're ready for the pod. And before we get into the news tonight, we actually have breaking news to start this podcast off.
Yeah, there's some crazy news happening right now, ladies and gentlemen.
A massive fire has broken out at the PepsiCo factory in Piscataway, New Jersey. This is happening as we're recording this podcast.
This is a massive fire happening right now. I think it just got raised to a 4-alarm fire, and it's spreading.
So the only thing the article, because there's an article that just got posted right now, it says initial reports say multiple propane tanks may have exploded, causing the flames to grow. That's a propane fire. We got Jimmy here, and Jimmy knows a bit about fire. Jimmy, what are we looking at with a propane fire?
We're looking at something that's burning pretty hot. We're looking at some video right now, and these flames are insane.
40 to 50 foot flames. Ladies
I
and
think it's
gentlemen.
even more than that, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's a way underestimate looking at that building.
I'll try to find a clip to throw into the TikTok right here, but like insane. There's some brush nearby. I think.
That's what I was about to say. It's even crazier. We got the New Jersey Forest Fire Service on scene too,
Wow.
because the brush around this factory is burning as well.
Wow.
With apartment buildings like right next door,
Right
and
next
the
door.
wind is headed right toward them. So I hope those people are evacuating right now. They probably are.
The wind could pretty easily push these flames into
yeah.
one of these buildings.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So this is all breaking news.
This is right in our backyard. Like I definitely heard a helicopter on my way here, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, and I guess we'll have to see what happens. By the time the podcast goes up and people listen to this, the news will be a bit more clear. It'll be Friday. But if you're watching the TikTok right now, which we're going to post tonight, we don't have a whole lot of news. Hopefully, no humans were in this fire. Hopefully everybody got out of the factory. But I don't know. It seems like a very, very bad situation. Prayers for the workers, prayers for the firefighters that are out there trying to save some people's lives. And 4 alarms. So that means, I understand the concept of, the different, like how there's 3 alarm, 4 alarm. Would that mean there's 4 townships responding, or isn't it way more than that when it's a 4 alarm fire?
Honestly, I'm not too sure about the alarms, but I always took it as it's the different townships.
That's what I always thought it was too, but I feel like a firefighter is going to comment on this and be like, you guys don't know how the alarm system works, man. 4 alarms means 12 departments. You multiply it times 3 and then divide.
Yeah, it's something crazy like that. I just know 4 alarm is pretty up there. So
Yeah.
it's a big deal.
It's a bad fire.
And hey, man, hopefully all the Pepsi is saved. Throughout the wrap.
Do you think now is a good time for humor?
No, it's definitely not. I read the article and I was just thinking about it.
You got to think making Pepsi and then canning it. Like you put Pepsi in a can, they must make so much money. How much does it cost to make a can of Pepsi?
I have no idea.
A penny? Less than a penny?
Mm-hmm, probably. But I'm a Coke guy, so
Yeah.
I buy Coke.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Coca-Cola.
So we'll see what happens with the fire at the PepsiCo factory. Like we said, hopefully nobody was injured. Nobody's injured. Hopefully
I just
no
hope
homes burn.
I hope they evacuated all those people from the homes nearby and that their homes aren't touched and that the firefighters are able to just kill all the brush fire right now and then it's done by tonight.
So I'm reading right here. A 4-alarm fire is a catastrophic fire event that only happens a couple of times a year.
Wow.
If a dispatch call goes out for a 4-alarm fire, you can expect up to 21 emergency vehicles.
Wow. So that's emergency vehicles, though. So what I'm wondering is how many emergency vehicles does one like Piscataway is pretty large. Piscataway's got to have a ton of emergency vehicles. And what constitutes that? Would that be a fire truck with a ladder on it? Or I know there's different types of fire trucks, but
I think anything that would be carrying water.
okay, that would make sense.
Sheesh.
We'll see what happens.
Bro, that's crazy. Yeah. So hopefully
I didn't even know Pepsi was in Piscataway.
There are a lot of factories in that area that you just drive past. You don't know what's inside. Mm-hmm. And today I learned that Pepsi's in Piscataway, so that's cool.
Speaking of fires, we have some other fire news. A Bayonne, New Jersey man has been arrested after falling asleep while cooking again.
How do you fall asleep while cooking? You must be extremely tired or just... I don't even know.
Listen, it says a 43-year-old Bayonne man was arrested for the second time in 7 months after falling asleep while cooking, authorities said.
Second time.
Tyshawn Malone, who was wanted by the U.S. Marshal Service in Arlington, Virginia, was taken into custody at 12:59 a.m. Saturday after police responded to an apartment complex on Kelly Parkway and found residents evacuating in a smoke condition in the first-floor hallway. Police clearing the building found the source and located Malone unconscious in his apartment with a pan ablaze on the stove. Amato said the 43-year-old was rescued and became irate when he regained consciousness. So it sounds like he was already wanted by the police.
He gave himself up to the police by just falling asleep and causing a fire in his apartment.
That's what it sounds like.
He could have got away. But no, he had to fall asleep while whatever he was cooking and leaving it on the stove. What an idiot.
You ever get hungry late at night and you just throw something on the stove and you're like, and then you lay on the couch waiting for it to be done? Maybe.
No.
I don't know.
I'm so hungry and excited to eat that food that I'm not falling asleep. I'm just pacing around the apartment, ready to go, knowing my sleep is about to be heavenly after that meal.
It says Malone was arrested on August 14th, 2021 after police responded to the apartment complex and found smoke billowing from a window in his apartment, the result of unattended cooking. This was the first time.
Oh, that was the first one.
The first
in
time
August.
he fell asleep while he was cooking, and then it happened again. And the article closes with saying Malone was arrested and charged with multiple drug offenses. So that might make sense.
Bro, this guy. He just keeps doing it to himself.
Yeah.
Criminals, man. They just they can't be smart ever.
Well, Tyshawn Malone, you're gonna get what's coming to you, my man. So good luck. I hope there's no cooking. I hope they don't let him cook the food in prison.
No, that place is in danger if they let him touch the stove. What do you think he was cooking?
Maybe they hired him at the Pepsi factory. All right, let's move on.
Bro, too soon. What do you think he was cooking in his house?
If actually I shouldn't have said that, because if by the time this podcast goes up there was like casualties, I'm gonna feel very, very, very bad about that.
You're just reporting news and speculating. You're not like saying anything bad.
You asked what he was cooking at his house?
Yeah.
Hamburger helper for sure. 100%.
I don't even know. Maybe he was a chef and maybe he just got tired. Who knows?
Maybe he was like reverse searing a ribeye in like some oil, and it just
It had to be oil, right? Like what else is gonna? I guess everything's gonna smoke once it burns out.
I mean, if you
Some
leave anything
eggs.
on a flame for long enough.
Well, dude, it looks like that guy is going to jail and that he might become an inmate really soon.
Yeah. Oh, that is a
That
great
is my
segue.
transition to the next story.
Josh, you set me up right there.
Dude, I set you up and you looked at me in the eyes like, oh, cool. Oh, now I get
Wow.
it. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even
need
think
a-
about that. I should have told you that beforehand.
You need a pay raise on this podcast. I'm just going to say it. And I don't know who pays
Thanks,
us.
boss.
We're not getting paid yet, but when we do, you'll get a raise.
Well, we are getting paid from all the merch sales that our loyal listeners have purchased.
Yes.
So thank you to everyone who grabbed our merch, by the way.
So, to your point, speaking of inmates, the state of New Jersey is considering removing the word inmate from law. It will instead call prisoners persons or person who's incarcerated.
Really? Like, why don't we just work on trying to make the inside of prisons better than worrying about what a prisoner is called? That's just such a waste of time.
This, to me, sounds like something that the moms of Upper Montclair came up with. Like, this is not real life.
And
This
these guys in prison don't care, dude.
like, it's like soccer moms are like, we need to give them a better name.
Oh,
They're
there's-
offended. People in prison are probably the least offendable people you could ever hang out with.
Also, they're in prison. Call them whatever you want. They obviously did something
Exactly.
bad enough to go to jail.
Well, I'm not going to call them whatever Jimmy, they're human beings.
What are you saying here, Jimmy? We call them garbage?
You're talking about like an animal over here, Jim. Come on.
you can call them prisoners.
Yeah,
man.
prisoners, inmates. I really don't think these guys care or are offended by this. I think it's just another useless bill that's trying to be passed, and it's stupid. It makes us look terrible as a state.
It says New Jersey is considering casting off a word that appears 1,310 times in 252 state statutes, inmate. The New Jersey Law Revision Commission will accept public comment until May 16th on their recommendation to replace the word inmate with person or person who's incarcerated or some other uniform person first reference. Person first? What is going on? Reference to anyone housed in correctional facilities. We are reaching just a level
A new level of stupid.
Yeah, and this is what apparently Governor Cuomo did this in New York last August, and we know how things ended for Cuomo, man. Like this is people that are obsessed with appearing friendly and nice, but aren't really protecting the citizens of the state.
Yeah, like these guys in prison are going through a really, really tough time, and they say like inside of some of these prisons, it's messed up, and it should be treated better. And maybe let's go attack that. Let's go fix that first instead of worrying about what these guys are called, because that's not helping anything.
Instead of calling someone, like instead of speeding, when someone's speeding on the highway, we should call it like person who drives a bit faster than other people.
Dude, exactly.
Like, let's rename everything. How about thief? Thief should just be person who takes things from a store.
Exactly. I was about to say shoplifter. Like, we're not going to call him a shoplifter.
Bro, shoplifter's a hardcore term, man. You lifting the whole shop?
I think that's a
dude
really
lifted it.
cool term.
Yeah, let's rename some other ones while we're at it. How about murderer?
A person who killed
No,
someone
takes
the life of another human
Yes, that's very PC.
being. Wow. I like
a life
that.
taker.
No, that's too much. No, that's too rough. A person
Person who
who
takes the life. That's a good
Out
one.
of another.
Out of another.
I want to think of one more because this is kind of getting a little.
Wait.
fun
Let me give you one. Ready? A person. No.
Carjacker.
Ooh.
Person who is a car enthusiast. No, that doesn't work. A car
Car buyer.
a car buyer that doesn't have money person.
A storekeeper.
A storekeeper? What does that mean?
A storekeeper. Like a person
A storekeeper, someone who
like
owns
who
a
owns a
store.
store, yeah.
But what does that have to do with anything?
We're naming off things, right?
Oh, what does that have to do with
I
criminals?
got excited for that one. I thought we were just naming things.
Oh, we were talking about the names of criminals and how we can make them softer.
Oh, I thought you were just giving general examples.
This state, to be serious, this state really sometimes tests my patience. We're trying to make the world a softer place, and it's not going to keep people safe.
It's making
look,
everything worse. By far.
You can have sympathy for somebody that's made mistakes in their life and they want to get their life back together. But guess what? Sympathy for those people compared to, I don't know, children is I don't know. I just feel like we put certain people at the highest spot on the totem pole of people we should be deeply concerned about, which, like, again, I'm all for helping people out. I'm all for trying to figure out a way to, like, if you messed up, made a mistake, we want to get you back into society.
100%.
But it's just like, why is this what we're focused on?
Yeah, who cares about the name? Let's fix their situation inside that prison and make it a better place for them.
This just reeks
Jeez,
of.
it's so, oh my gosh.
It's like overly educated people trying to fix problems that are far more complicated than words. And I don't think words are going to fix this. I don't think inmate is what it is.
Like you even said it last podcast, Josh. You're like, who are these people passing these bills?
oh, these are the people we elect.
I want to know.
I mean,
I'm not electing them.
I'm not electing them either. But, like, here's the thing: is like it's the word isn't even offensive. It's not even derogatory. Inmate. Like, if the word was
I don't
like
think it's that bad.
dumb person inside of a prison, then I'd be like, all right, that's a little bit much. But
Yeah.
an inmate, like, that's just the word.
Yeah, dude. Like no one's ever complained about that. Like why?
This is the
why?
The collapse of the West we're witnessing right here. The
Get
collapse
out.
of Western civilization. We're becoming soft, and so yeah, I don't know what even to do with that.
Yeah. Who knows? Even if that's gonna get passed, but it's stupid. So dumb.
So this next story is actually pretty interesting. If you were an SNL fan. Attention residents of New Jersey, there's a chance you might run into Pete Davidson in the coming weeks.
Skeet.
Yes, Skeet. Pete Davidson is apparently filming a movie in New Jersey right now.
No one cares.
101.5 reported that he was recently spotted in Morris County covered with blood, and no, this had nothing to do with Kanye West. The young actor is currently working on a Miramax horror film entitled The Home, which takes place in a retirement home. The set is located in Denville at St. Francis Residential Community, a nursing home that closed almost a year ago. I know exactly where this nursing home is. It says there's no word on when the movie is going to be released, but it seems as though the actor will be spending an increasing amount of time in the state of New Jersey until they have wrapped the film.
I thought I saw that photo pop up on the internet the other day of Kim Kardashian in Jersey, at like a gas station.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yep.
Yeah. So I had no idea that was connected with this, that he was filming a movie.
He's in Denville, man. I wonder if he's going to go stop by Denville Dairy.
Or the Hibernia Diner.
I was about to say Hibernia Diner for some breakfast.
That's not Denville, though.
It's close enough. It's right next door.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the best diner in Denville?
There is a diner in Denville.
I've never been.
Denville NJ Diner. I'll tell you right now. The Denville Diner.
Oh, the good old Denville.
You know, there's this spot that Shelby and I have been to a few times. There's this like Irish spot. I got the Thatcher's in Denville. I got the shepherd's pie there. Pretty good meal.
I also bought my Jeep Liberty in 2011 in Denville.
Wow.
Really?
Crazy.
The same Jeep you're giving away on this podcast.
Yeah, the same one I'm giving away on this podcast eventually.
My wife used to work at the bakery in town. I don't know if I should say the name. Is that weird for me to say?
No.
I think it was Viking Bakery.
She used to work there, so yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna. That was like 7 years ago when we were just a couple of lads. She was working at the bakery, and so yeah, Denville.
Yeah, so Pete Davidson, no one really cares.
Yeah,
Go back to Staten Island, Pete, because we really, really don't care.
if they wanted a really good horror movie, can I just say, a really good horror movie, they should just film NJ Transit. That would be a much scarier story.
You know what would be great? That photo of Pete Davidson, he looked terrified. That photo you showed me.
I'm going to find it right now.
Yeah. Put that photo of him, put that character of him inside of a New Jersey Transit train, and oh my gosh, there you have the craziest horror movie of all time. Imagine that walking through a New Jersey Transit train.
He looks very, very scary right there. And I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, so Pete Davidson's in Jersey, and which is not a surprise. I mean, he is from Staten Island, right?
Yeah.
He's the king of Staten Island.
Yeah. He could stay there, though. Like, I'm cool with that.
So, yeah, no real thoughts on that. I mean, if you run into him, send us a selfie, send it in the Discord. We'd love to put it in our podcast.
Yeah, we'll show you off.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on that?
I love Kanye, so you can keep going.
Yeah, I'm a big Kanye guy as well. And
Team Kanye all day.
So Six Flags in Jackson, New Jersey is offering premium wages as they are desperate for workers. Did you hear about this?
Let's go. We can get some new jobs,
Dude,
bro.
Let's
go.
What if we worked at Six Flags this summer?
We just work for a day, then quit, just to get it out of our bones.
You know they give you killer merch when you get hired too.
Really?
You probably get like a lanyard and like a...
As a child, I always wanted to work at... I was scared of roller coasters, but I always wanted to work at Six Flags. It could have been like the coolest job ever.
Well, it's saying Six Flags Great Adventure has announced it will raise the hourly wage for ride operators to $20 during its busiest times.
Let's go, bro.
$20 an hour. That's killer to be like operating King to Ka.
Bro, come on.
It says security lifeguards and landscapers can get up between 16 and 18 per hour as well. Most positions will now pay from $15 to $20 per hour, and leadership positions will pay even more. We want to recruit team members who will maintain our high standards of safety and guest service, and it's crucial that we offer competitive wages to attract and retain these top employees, said Park President John Winkler.
Listen, if you're looking for a job right now and you're in Jersey and you're 14 years old and older, Six Flags has a place for you.
It says potential job seekers can gain immediate interviews and land jobs in more than 10 diverse departments, including rides, food service, retail, and lifeguarding, in preparation for Six Flags Great Adventures opening on April 2nd. And Hurricane Harbor's opening on May 14th. Did we just do an ad for Six Flags?
I think so, and they didn't pay us. So Six Flags, if you hear this, please reach out and pay us our dues.
Okay, so maybe this is my brain being romantic, okay? But I feel like I wish when I was 16 I worked in an amusement park. How
Me
fun.
too,
dude,
bro.
the crew, you'd be hanging out with all the crew that works there. Like, you don't know who you're going to meet.
So the hard part for us was, like, we're up more north.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're listening to this and you're from the Jackson area, you probably had a job at Six Flags at some point, and we're very jealous. Let us know, actually, if you've ever worked there.
Number one Wawa in New Jersey, Jackson.
Oh, my, yeah, dude.
You just know you're leaving Six Flags after a long day.
Yeah, dude.
You stop by for a hoagie from that Wawa. You fill up the tank of gas.
So good, dude.
That is...
Oh, that's the dream, bro.
That was us at like age 17, I think.
Yeah, dude. And I remember we went to Wawa once during Fright Fest, and I met a fan who was dressed as a zombie in Wawa. So she like turned around and looked at me, and I didn't expect to see a zombie, and I jumped. I was like, "You're a zombie." She's like, "I work at Six Flags," and she's like, "I love your videos." I was like, "Thanks."
Josh, that reminds me of the time we went to the Killer Cornfield. Jimmy, where is that? Do you know?
Oh no,
Oh, I don't. But
I want to tell. I'm telling the story.
That was South Jersey.
I want to tell the story.
Killer Cornfield.
When we were in like college, someone had this idea to go to this crazy,
Field of
scary.
Terror.
Oh, the Field of Terror. Yeah, that's what it was called. And it was just like this dumb, you walk through, there's people dressed as like monsters.
No, it's an amazing corn maze, and there's like, you walk through buses, you walk through these like things they built.
It's creepy.
It's really
I don't know what we
nuts.
were thinking going there, but it is definitely very creepy. And someone freaked Josh out a little too much, and he turned around and threw a right hook at this guy's face.
I punched this guy because he jumped out in front of me. I got scared. What am I supposed to do?
And what did he say to you? I don't remember.
He cursed me off. I was like, bro, I'm sorry, but you just shocked me.
Yeah,
I hate anything haunted. I only went out of peer pressure. My friends were like, you got to go with us. I was like, fine.
Yeah.
It sucked.
I don't think I'll ever go back to that.
To be honest, though, the actors were great. They really scared me. And I think this happens every single Halloween.
A quick aside that's kind of on the same topic. One of my favorite Josh Chomick stories is we were at this event called Playlist Live in like 2014. There's a big party going on, and everyone's like, "Where's Josh?" And I was like, "I think he's up in the hotel room." He's up in his hotel room playing Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah. Great game, by the way.
Very different story, but yeah, dude, like I didn't want to go to a party, so I was like just like building away in Roller Coaster Tycoon, trying to build my park.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. The best computer game ever?
Goated. Yeah, I think so. Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Which was the one we played?
1 and 2.
I think 2 is my favorite.
I'm currently playing 3 on my PC. It's great.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah,
yeah.
2 is so good.
The music echoes in my mind.
Down, 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 down,
Oh,
down,
man.
down, down.
I love-
Such a good
Wow.
song. I play it often.
It's just a great computer games are different because there's so much simplicity and there was this game me and my brother used to play where you're like it's like a game where you're fighting communists. I don't even know what it was about. It was awesome though. I miss computer games.
Well, I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon as a kid because I was like, wow, I'm building my own Six Flags. I'm the king of Six Flags. And that's why I want to work at Six Flags.
What's your favorite roller coaster at Six Flags of New Jersey?
Ooh, it's a tie between Nitro and Bizarro. Quick fun fact.
Yeah.
Did you know this season at Six Flags, Bizarro is turning back to Medusa?
Wow, why?
They're repainting it, rebranding it back to Medusa, which it used to be. I remember when the switch happened.
I remember it too.
I read an article. Crazy, right?
Yeah, that is super crazy.
Yeah, so
And
we're going to have Medusa again.
I like the part where it shoots flames at you.
I wonder if they're going to keep that or not because it's not Bizarro anymore.
They have to.
They have to keep the
Oh,
like,
the flames are the best part. It's so hot.
I mean, you ever think about who thinks of these rides? They're like, okay, so first off, we're going to put people in a cart and shoot them around. You know, they're going to go basically in a loop-de-loop. And then let's shoot some flames at them.
It's
Like,
the
that sounds
coolest
awesome.
job in the world, dude. That's one of the goated jobs.
It's people like Josh who's out there playing Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, these guys probably do that on the side.
I think I think Nitro's a good ride. I like that end of the park. And then I always, there's a little El Toro love in my heart. I can't lie.
I think it was closed most last season, El Toro.
King to Cod, the drop ride next to King to Cod that they opened like 7 years ago. Wow, I was going to say like a year ago, but as I was saying it, I realized it was like 7 years ago. That ride is freaky, man.
You
I'm
were
not
on
gonna
it?
Oh, yeah. Me and Steve Hirsch went to Fright Fest. That thing, when it drops,
Oh,
holy smokes.
I don't do drops. I'll do roller coasters. I don't do drops.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, great spot.
New Jersey Burger Kings are going to begin charging a deposit for reusable containers.
This is the stupidest thing that could happen.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Look at that dumb box. Look how stupid it looks.
It says 5 North Jersey Burger King restaurants have teamed up with the global reuse platform Loop to limit the amount of packaging waste generated each year across the nation. Customers at these 5 New Jersey locations can purchase menu items such as sandwiches, soft drinks, and coffee, and then have them served in a durable, reusable packaging. When finished, customers return the reusable container to the Loop return point at the Burger King to be cleaned and reused.
This is fast food. I'm not going to get one of these, finish my food, then walk back to this box to return my plate or whatever packaging they give me. No, I'm in a rush. This is why I go to Burger King. So this is dumb, dude.
The 5 locations are Bayonne, Clark, East Brunswick, Harrison, and Maplewood. I got to be honest.
What a group.
I've never seen just like a casual person eating fast food in a fast food parking lot. You never see that. It's always somebody with like McChicken wrappers filling, like they're drowning McChicken wrappers.
You look in their car, it's just a collection.
It's McChicken wrappers to the brim. I mean,
Nah, dude. Like I'm going to these spots, I'm going to the drive-thru, and I'm out, man. I'm not chilling there. So I'm not going to I don't want to walk out of my car sometimes. Like, why am I going to walk up to this box and get a reusable container, eat, and then bring it back? Like, no, dude, this is fast food. I'm in and out. I'm not going back to Burger King.
here's the thing is Burger King's corporate office, whoever's working there right now, I mean, I don't want to insult them because they're probably going to see this, but I'm not crazy about the ideas you guys are coming up with. And, you know, Burger King as a child, think back to childhood at Burger King. Burger King and Clark as a child, you remember it?
Oh, yeah.
And that just, the atmosphere in there. And it was
Chicken
just,
fries.
ooh, chicken fries. I just remember that chicken sandwich. Is that their like number 5, number 1?
I don't go there, so I don't know.
I haven't had it in years. But
I stopped,
I always
yeah.
love that.
It's all about Mickey D's and Wendy's right now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But I just feel like Burger King's heyday has passed.
Well,
And
Burger King had a great children's play area compared to
Yes.
like McDonald's, which is right next door in Clark. But like,
yes.
let me just say, why did all these spots get rid of the play areas for the kids? That's
Germs.
another thing that has gone downhill for the children of this world, and I feel so bad. That was a staple in our childhood.
I think, you know how the people are saying COVID came from a lab in Wuhan? I wouldn't be surprised if COVID may have come from a play place at a Burger King. Because those things, man, I'm telling you, who knows what kind of bacteria lives in a play place at Burger King? It can't be like anything good.
But look how we turned out, man.
Us?
Yeah,
Are we the example?
But we didn't have computers like these kids have now. These kids,
Yeah.
instead of going to the play place, they're on their iPads.
we
So that
do
sucks.
have great immune systems, and that's probably a part of it.
because of the Burger King play area, how dirty it was.
You remember crawling around them and you'd speak and your voice would kind of echo off the plastic?
Yeah.
And it had
So
that weird
good.
smell and like, and like it was a
Smelled like
small,
dirty feet.
It was a small room and your mom was sitting at the table inside while you were running around. She's like, all right, let's go. And you
I
didn't
don't
even,
want to go, Mom.
no hand sanitizer to be seen. No hand sanitizer in sight. That was just,
We honestly grew up in the best time.
oh, absolutely. I'd agree with that.
These poor children. But yeah, I don't think this reusable container system is going to last long. Also, did you see the photo? What it looks like? Did you see the box?
Yeah, it looks, it
It's
doesn't
like a
even,
giant vending machine.
it just doesn't even look like,
It doesn't look appetizing or like it doesn't make me want to walk up to it. It's brown and the Burger King colors, and it's just so. Look how many words are on that. It looks. I don't
it
even know what
looks
to do.
like a UPS mailbox.
Yeah, dude.
Like, why is it brown? Is Burger King's colors brown and yellow now?
Yeah, I think it's like the brown, red, and like the orange. It's just like an ugly. I'm going to McDonald's, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Mickey D's knows what they're doing, and they're tried and true.
Mickey D's and Wawa T's all day.
I think it's time we have an Elon Musk of fast food come out with something even crazier, though. I'm going to be honest. It's time.
Like a pretty patty.
Yeah, something like that. But so I don't know what'll happen. We'll have to see what happens with Burger King. If
Yeah,
this,
well, I give that like 2 months. You're not going to see it ever again.
when it comes to Clark, let's go do a TikTok over there.
It's already there. That photo is from Clark.
Was it? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go this week.
Yeah, we got to take a video.
All right. Well, in more positive news, St. Peter's University is the first New Jersey team to make it to the Sweet 16 in 20 years.
Clap it up. Come on, let's go, boys. Repping the state of New Jersey. Woo!
The St. Peter's Peacocks, a 15 seed in the NCAA men's basketball tournament, have captured the imagination of not just the supporters of the Jersey City University, but the entire country.
Well, everyone is rooting for Jersey right now, dude. The underdogs.
It's always been Jersey.
It's always been Jersey. Jersey Jerry, baby.
The ultimate underdogs have advanced to the Sweet 16 after an electrifying win over Murray State Racers on March 19th. The Jersey City team entered the tournament as a 15 seed, matched up in the first round against University of Kentucky, but shocked the basketball world Thursday night with an 85-79 victory over the much heralded Wildcats. The last time a New Jersey team made it to the Sweet 16 was Seton Hall in the year 2000.
Dude, yeah, we were like, these guys playing now weren't even born at that time, probably, which is crazy to think about.
There's some videos of them saying some wild stuff. They're like, we're from Jersey and New York. We're not afraid of anything.
Good.
Which I get it. Like people from New Jersey, we're from Jersey, right? People from Jersey and New York have a hyper inflated ego that we're just tough. People from Kentucky, bro, I don't know. They're like a little wild down there.
Dude, this messed up everyone's bracket. Like no one in the beginning thought Jersey would even like touch this area, let alone make it to the Sweet 16. So like this is just crazy.
It's always been Jersey, baby.
I love New Jersey. These boys, hey, so the next game they're playing is this Friday. So if you're listening to this when we drop this on Friday, tonight is the next game.
Yeah.
And let's hope they take it home, bro. They just keep winning. They keep winning.
That would be an amazing story.
Bro, we're rooting for you guys. If anyone from the team's listening right now, we love you guys. We're here for you. If you need anything,
if
you want to hook it up with some tickets to the next game, just reach out to our email address.
It's in
or
the bio.
just maybe DM us or hit us up because we'll come through. We'll do a little interview on the court.
When you guys get back, you know, whether you win, whether whatever, we're going to say you're going to win.
Yeah.
After you win and come back to Jersey, if you want to come on the pod, we'll get a couple more mics in here and we can just all talk.
We'll buy you like a pizza.
We'll get you a pizza.
Yeah. Look, we got avocados, oranges, lemons. We got it all, baby. Let's go.
It's worth coming on this podcast and we could just talk, sports. What's next for you guys?
For real, dude. St. Peter's, dude. This is crazy.
Wild. Yeah. So
I might actually watch basketball now. Like this is the only reason I'm watching what is this, March Madness? That's what it's
yeah,
called?
I'll be honest with you. I've never been, and people get really.
I don't watch
weird.
basketball either, no.
I'm not a basketball guy, and like college basketball is definitely fun to watch. But I don't know what it is. It's just I didn't grow up watching basketball, and the team I did
Nah,
grow
me
up watching
neither.
was the New Jersey Nets, and they are now the Brooklyn Nets, and it's just a different world. So I don't know.
Shout out Jason Kidd.
Bro, Jason Kidd.
The only net I know.
Where do you think he lived? Was it like he was like a Montclair guy? You think?
Yeah, Summit. Like the Montclair area, like anywhere near that.
Let's find out.
Jason Kidd.
NJ House. in Saddle River.
Is he the short one?
Wow, look at that house. Where's Saddle River, Jimmy?
That's up north, right?
Yeah, it's
That's near Fairlawn and all those areas?
yep.
Oh, yes, you're right. Saddle River is, what am I saying? Saddle River is
by
White
Ramsey.
Cough. Yeah.
way up north, right off of Route 17. Cool.
Mawa.
Well, can you look up how tall
Hohokus?
Jason Kidd is, please?
No, he's like
Paramus.
6'3", I think.
In the video game, he was always short, right?
Well, he was like normal size.
Which is what, 6'3"?
Like he was 6'4".
Why was he
which
so
is-
small?
I mean, that's not small.
I know. I always thought he was shorter when I played the video game, so maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Jason Kidd, man. So,
See,
yeah.
look how short he was in that photo. Some of these guys are 7 feet.
Yeah,
I
but if you're
forget.
standing next to a guy that's 7 feet, you're going to look small, So,
You're small.
but that's that. We're gonna be rooting for them, and
They're going to win the
and,
championship for sure.
Absolutely,
Easily. These boys, they got it. I believe in them. Love you, boys.
we love them. New Jersey has officially shot down a bill that will allow people to serve themselves their own gas.
The 73% have won.
Wow.
They whined. You all cried. You all whined. We don't want to pump our own gas. Well, you won. Congratulations. All we wanted was a hybrid model so we could do both, but nope. We lost.
We brought this issue to the limelight for the state of New Jersey. We came out and said, give us a hybrid model. If you want to pump it. If you don't. We can all hold hands and look, we need to unify as a state. And guess what? I got to be honest. A lot of the women in the comments were like, I'm not getting out of my car. Are you
Jersey
crazy?
girls don't pump our own gas.
Which is like, all right, relax.
My
And then-
mom commented that too.
Did she? Oh, okay.
She's like,
I
Jersey
apologize.
girls don't pump their gas. It's like, mom, stop.
Shouts to Mama Chome for the support on that video. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of hate on the idea, and then there were some people going, you know what? I've been pumping my own gas for 20 years. So here's my takeaway from this whole experiment with gas laws in New Jersey we've walked through.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pump my own gas. Nobody ever gives me an issue for it.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't really lose because we're still pumping our own gas.
Yeah, so I say we move on with life.
We win. So to all the haters, just look at these smiling faces right now.
But here's actually what the article says. It says, efforts to bring self-serve gas to the Garden State are essentially dead after State Senate President Nicholas Scutari, a Democrat from Union, says he does not support it. So we got Nikki over here. He's the reason it's not happening. It says, without Scutari's support, the bill to make self-serve an option in New Jersey will never see a vote in the upper house.
So, Nikki.
The issue of self-serve comes up every few years in New Jersey, but was gaining traction this time around due to record high prices at the pumps.
We're helping everyone.
Fuel merchants had been lobbying for the change, believing prices would drop at least 15 cents per gallon immediately and perhaps more as competition set in. 15 cents a gallon in a time where gas prices are launching. We could have saved so much money, but Jersey girls don't pump their own gas.
Oh my gosh, it's just, why is everything just going wrong in this state? Like, we could have got the hybrid model. We're worrying about what we're calling inmates. Like, Burger King has these reusable containers. Like, there's just so much unnecessary things happening. Why?
Well, we are the children of past generations that really lived the glory days of this state.
Dude, it's so messed up.
And now we are the people trying to pick up the pieces. All of our kids are going to these universities that are telling them that the focus of your life should be the term inmate rather than, I don't know, doing something productive. Actually helping this state, lowering property taxes, finding unique ways to save money, cut our taxes, make it more affordable so millennials can actually buy
sir.
houses.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're living in a state where the taxes go up and up and up and gas goes up and up and up. It's like, when are we going to reach a breaking point where people flip out and say, I just want to buy a house and be left alone? I'm not paying $15,000 a year in property taxes. That's absurd.
Listen, people in Jersey want it.
It's so densely
They
populated.
want
too.
this, so that's why it's the way it is. And guess what? We're not leaving, so we got to do something about it.
If we left New Jersey, could we still record this podcast? Like, could we go like?
Yeah, we're just not going to tell anyone we left.
We'll just keep. We'll like build this.
They
set.
won't know. You guys will have no idea. Yeah, we're gonna have to just replicate your living room.
I mean,
We're stuck with this set now.
we could try to replicate my living room.
Unless someone wants to sponsor us and give us a studio. If you guys have any like abandoned warehouses or like you own space and you want to just let us shoot there, let us know. Hit us up.
Yeah, because the thing is, my lease is going to be in my apartment at some point, and we're not going to be able to shoot here.
We're gonna have to go in my dark bedroom. Like I don't want that.
Why do you say my dark bedroom? You can turn the light on.
No, my walls are dark compared to like how light your walls are. That's I didn't mean it like that.
That was a little bit creepy.
My dark bedroom.
I'm going to take you to my dark bedroom.
Welcome to my dark bedroom.
It's like a Batman move. Yeah, so gas is going to keep being expensive, and we'll still have to have people pump our own gas.
Man.
Which but can I just
we
say,
don't lose, but like you said, we're gonna still pump our own gas. Like no one's gonna stop us. It's just like hybrid, dude. It was so nice.
do you ever have anxiety? Like when you go to a smaller gas station? Sometimes I go to these small gas stations, and I've heard, like I remember in Cranford there was a story about the attendants at one of them charging $10 more than like, so if you said 20 regular, they'd charge you for 30, but only give you 20. And does that ever make you nervous at any of these spots? Or do you ever have any mistrust or distrust, in the gas station attendants, or no?
I've actually never thought about that now that you mention it, but I also know my tank well after 10 years. So I know like around how much is going to fill my tank.
Even with the shifting prices of gas?
Yeah, dude. Like I know that $30 is going to give me a quarter tank right now.
Wow.
Which is so sad, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So no, I never actually heard that though. I didn't know that was a thing.
I have a lot of distrust in gas
Hey,
station
just
attendants. My brother was a gas station attendant, so I'm for the people.
Tip your gas station attendant, and you won't have that problem.
Yeah, but by the time you tip them, they've already charged you.
You come back next time, they're like, "Oh yeah, that guy tipped me. I'm gonna hook him up. I'm gonna give him cheaper gas."
I'm gonna give them.
You never know.
I don't know.
Favor ain't fair.
Favor ain't fair, bro. Well, that's sad for us because we were big advocates for the bill.
We really thought it was gonna happen, and then New Jersey just crapped all over us and said, "Nope."
That's old Nicky Scutari from Union. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right. Scutari.
Jimmy, congrats, Mister 73% over here. I don't want to put my own gas.
Hey, no, in the end I came around. I said the hybrid model.
I missed hearing your voice. I had to say something to you. You haven't spoken in a minute.
Hi, Josh.
Thanks.
You guys ready for the last story of the night?
We're there already?
We are there.
How did we cover that many stories already? This dude, guy, this flies.
Time flies when you're having fun. You know, a wise man once said that.
That's crazy. I've never heard that before.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
I kind of want you to go along with it.
I know. I couldn't. I can't lie.
Apparently, New Jersey will receive $10 million in federal relief for victims of Hurricane Ida.
I love it. That sounds like great news, but like you guys were saying earlier, is 10 million that much when in relief?
It's a drop in the bucket.
It's a drop in the bucket, like Jimmy said. I would agree. I mean, you and I were on the front lines of relief when Ida hit. Union County, Cranford, Scotch Plains, Plainfield. These areas got demolished. South Plainfield, they got hit really hard by the storm, and there were neighborhoods where $10 million would probably clean up, like in Scotch Plains, one of the neighborhoods we went to, like 10 mil would have cleaned up like one street, I feel like.
No, yeah, we were in basements, so these homes that were just up to the ceiling in water, and like the destruction was awful. Nothing, like you had to rip out the entire basement. These people lost so much stuff. It was terrible.
The article says New Jersey will receive $10 million of a $60 million federal allocation announced Monday, designed to help 4 states hit particularly hard by Hurricane Ida and its aftermath, expedite mitigation grants to victim homeowners. That was
What a sentence.
Vomit.
It's too much word vomit in these articles, man.
In short, Ida survivors with repetitively flooded homes may qualify to have those homes bought out, demolished, razed, or relocated. The application period, listen to this, if your home was hit, the application period opens April 1st and closes October 3rd. For more information, just Google the federal relief for New Jersey for Hurricane Ida. I mean, can we be realistic about numbers for a second?
Yeah.
$60 million the federal government is going to give out for people whose homes, citizens of this country, whose homes were demolished due to a hurricane. $60 million. Now, not to get political, because there's currently a global crisis, but I believe we are trying to give like Ukraine like billions upon billions of dollars of equipment. Not that we're pro or against any of that, but like if you think about it, our priorities are so crazy sometimes. If your home was destroyed and you're a citizen of the United States, that should be our financial priority.
Yeah, and 60 million just for all these like the destroyed homes, like that's not that much at all. And Jersey's only getting 10 million.
We're getting 10 million of the 4 states. So which states would be hit harder than us?
Where did Ida come up again from?
You know what's crazy though? The damage caused by Hurricane Ida is $75.25 billion.
No, yeah, the destruction was nuts. So 60 million is nothing compared to that. We were actually, like, even Cranford alone, dude, I was flying my drone over Cranford the next day, and that neighborhood alone, I can't imagine how much damage there was. Like, so many homes just underwater.
So it looks like it came up Louisiana and then came over, like, Tennessee in that area and then finally swung over New Jersey.
So listen to this. Our federal government just cleared $1.5 trillion in spending. And in large part, a lot of that's for
like everything.
Ukraine as it battles Russia's invasion. I mean, it's for this is what the New York Times is saying. It's a part of infrastructure law. But I mean, where does this money go? I mean, that's $1 trillion. That's how many billions are in a trillion? Is it 1,000?
100.
100 billions are in a trillion?
1,000? No. 100?
I don't know.
Wow, guys, come on.
This sounds like a dumb question.
No, 999
99 billion, yeah.
Yeah.
900. Wow, guys, come on.
billion.
Let's be better.
1,000 billion would be a trillion.
That's a lot of billion.
So if you think about it, this sounds like a dumb conversation, but we spend so much money, and I don't know. We saw people's homes destroyed. There were entire lives in people's basements, like boxes full of photos, and not that costs any money, but like
no, but like
just
priceless memories. Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
sucks.
it's like just destroyed, and we spend money on. I'm not saying I singled out Ukraine because that was a headline I read recently about money, and I know that war is way more complicated than most things, but we just spend money as a nation on ridiculous stuff. War aside, because I think that what's going on is pretty crazy. But it's like I don't even know I don't know how we like move forward when people's homes are destroyed and we're giving them $10 million. It's like that's a drop in the bucket.
What's crazy too is I remember in 2011 seeing the flooding from Hurricane Irene in the neighboring towns, and then the same exact areas getting hit from Ida. Just like only 10 years later, and the same homes destroyed after people just like fixed their homes was really, really sad. It's just wild, bro. Like if you're living in a flood area, you better get that flood insurance. I don't even know what that does for you, to be honest, but
I think you have to get flood insurance. If you live in a flood zone, you don't have a choice.
But how much is that covering though?
I have no idea.
There was a guy, listen to this, when I was in Scotch Plains helping some people with Hurricane Ida, one of the gentlemen shared that he had flood insurance for all the years he paid off his mortgage, and he paid off his mortgage last year and got rid of the flood insurance.
How many years was that?
I think he said it was 20. I think he paid off his mortgage in like 20 years. He said something like that.
Wow, yeah, because they never got touched. By
and
anything.
he said he never got touched by a thing, and then at the year he gets rid of it, Ida hits. So
That's terrible.
Ida was. Do you remember that night? That night I was driving.
Home. Dude. I thought I was gonna get stuck because I was on a road that's never floods, and it was like a stream of water coming towards my car. I was like, I might get stuck. I was driving around cars that were stuck. I was like, my Jeep better get through this right now. I was almost having a panic attack.
Yeah, my dad's van got stuck and he and it got flooded out. So I remember I was driving by the Watchung Reservation, just cruising through, and it felt like I was in Jurassic Park. Like trees were falling down.
It was terrifying, dude.
There was a mudslide at one point. So it was just crazy. But yeah, so it looks like the federal relief will come through on April 1st. You can apply.
Definitely apply if you got hit.
Yeah, if you got hit, get some money to help fix up your home, and hopefully you receive something. You know, maybe they'll throw you a nickel to like repair your basement. So
yeah, man.
And with that, that is all the stories we have for this evening.
It just happened so fast, you know, man.
Yeah, you know, the best things in life go quickly.
I was thinking the other night, you know, when you lay in bed and you just start thinking and you can't stop.
Yeah.
I want to do a 24-hour live Zoom, like live stream for the New Jersey podcast,
Okay.
the Garden State podcast, like where we're just on, Wow, I'm saying Discord. What's the live streaming
Twitch?
site? Twitch. I don't know how I forgot that. Yeah, like we go on Twitch for 24 hours
Okay.
and we do something crazy.
I'm down. What are we raising money for if we do that? We should do like a telethon.
Yeah, a
of thing.
telethon would be awesome. I've always wanted to do that.
Like, what if we tried to raise $100,000 for Ida relief victims? That'd be really funny. What if we tried to raise like $100,000 for, I don't know, like
the Pepsi factory.
the Pepsi? No, they have money. They'll be all right. No, like $100,000 for like a local children's hospital or something.
No, yeah,
like
something
that.
like for a good cause. That would be really, really fun. Or if we like did it from like, I know we would have to get like internet connection, but like from Island Beach State Park. Imagine like we were in your truck all night. Like
That'd be
crazy,
sick.
right? I don't know, just something fun like that.
I
I've
think
always
it'd
wanted
be
to do
cool
that.
if we found one of our listeners that is like, it'd be cool if we found one person that needs like medical treatments.
Yes.
And doesn't have money or something like that. Like a situation where we could rally people
I
for
want to
one
help
person.
somebody. That'd be so
Also,
awesome.
that brings me to my other idea, which I have, I think summer 2023, not this summer. I want to do the first official Garden State 5K. And I think we should just launch them all over the state of New Jersey. Like every summer we do a different spot where all of our listeners are invited to run a 5K with us. And we could do like a High Point one for people in North Jersey. And then we do like a Sandy Hook
So
one.
sick.
And then we do one like in Cape May. And then we do one like in near like Trenton and a Princeton one. I just think it could be so much fun. We raise some money for something for a good cause. And yeah.
The Garden State Fun Run for the Cure.
Yes,
Yes.
that's definitely what it's going to be called
We're going to call it.
for rabies. But
It gets a lot of people, bro.
did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Yeah, I can't believe this is episode 10. So if you're listening to this, thank you so much. The comments, we get so many nice comments, guys, and emails. Thank you. Every single word we get is so awesome, and it just keeps Josh and I going. So
Yeah, I went through the inbox yesterday, and we had a ton of emails that we had to catch up on. And it was really just amazing to see like the outpouring of people with like so many suggestions for things they want to see us talk about, and encouragement.
we're reading
and-
it all. We read every comment. We read every email.
Yep,
It's kind of
yep.
crazy on TikTok because like there's some videos that get thousands of comments, which is so crazy to me. But we're trying to read them all. So thank you guys so much.
Yes,
Thank you for buying merch, for supporting the show, for giving us your time and attention. Shout out to, I forgot your name, but the truck driver who says they listen to every single one of our podcasts while driving. That was like,
Where did we get that message?
that was on TikTok, so I forgot the name. I don't know who it was.
Are you sure it was an Instagram DM?
It might have been a DM on
Let's
Instagram.
pull it up and see. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
there was
probably,
a truck
he's probably
driver.
listening right now to
That
us.
was an awesome comment. I was like, that's what we do this for.
Let's see. He sent us a message. I'm going to find
It's
it
in
right
general,
now.
yeah, because we responded. I did it at the airport, so...
I think it was this guy. Nope.
Oh, that's my friend Eric.
Oh.
That's
let me
Einstein.
find him.
He used to be my neighbor.
Yeah, Jimmy's name.
Hold on.
Good guy.
Hold on.
What's up, Eric?
We respond to a lot of comments.
Yes,
Thank you
we
guys
do.
for hitting us
I
up.
can't find it, but
That's one of those.
it was just a really nice
Yeah,
message.
shout out to if that's
receive.
you or your truck driver listening to this. Like, reading those comments gets us going, and we just want to keep the conversation going. We want to be in touch with you guys. We try to write back to every single DM we get, every comment. Hit us up on Discord. If you're not on our Discord, go follow us right now. Get into the conversation. I try to check that. I've been like pretty away from it this past week. I've been bad, but I'm trying to get on Discord more. I'm trying to learn. I need to get on that, but join our Discord. It's a really fun time. Lots of different categories. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we close, I just want to say NJ.com just posted an Instagram about the Hurricane Ida thing. The comments are tearing it apart. Someone commented, so 20 houses?
Yeah. That's not going to cover anything.
But yeah, that's about it for the podcast. I was just checking to see if there's any new news before we dropped out. But thank you all for listening. I ditto everything Chomik said, and I just wanted to give a special thank you to Jimmy Parks
I thank you.
for always being there for us.
Thanks, Jim,
You got it. I'm
for
always
fact
here.
checking, for taking the notes. Can you give us a quick update on the fire before we go?
Yeah.
Maybe something happened in the past hour that we don't know about.
No, I was just looking. All these articles look like they're just from the start. I think they're still trying to get a handle on this thing.
Is there like a live stream?
The
or
place
anything
to
like
look
that?
is actually Twitter right now. Let's see.
Listening to the live stream, not hearing anything on the radio right now.
Let me see. Twitter, PepsiCo, latest. It's saying massive fire rages. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new. So we'll have to find out, and hopefully no major damage was done. But thank you all for listening to this podcast, and we'll catch you next week.
We'll catch you on the flip. Send us an email, shoot us a DM, talk to us. We'll hit you back. Let's keep this conversation going, guys. Thank you for listening.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
You're watching The Garden State. The Dirty Jers.